Please open your math book to lesson 4 in chapter 10, which starts on page 725. I am skipping some things that are impossible to do through distance teaching or very, very difficult. So I'm going to the most important. Lesson 4. One thing I want to tell you about lesson 4 is that when you have a whole number like 13, you need to know that any whole number can be written as a fraction. If it's the number 13, writing it as a fraction would be 13 over 1. If you had the whole number 27 and you wanted to write it as a whole number, you would write 27 over 1. So what does that mean? Any whole number over 1 is the same thing as a whole number. Okay, you have to know that now that we're learning to multiply fractions. Okay, so if you have the fraction 1/6 times 24. 1/6 is a fraction, but 24 isn't. So I'm going to take 1/6, and then I'm going to take the 24 and put it as a fraction. Make it 24 over 1. Then when you multiply fractions, you say numerator times numerator, 24 times 1. Denominator times denominator, 6. 24 over 6 reduces to 4. Okay, let's try another one. 2 times 4/5. Well, we want both of them to be fractions, so we take the 2, put it over 1, multiply it by 4/5. 2 times 4 is 8. 1 times 5 is 5. We have 8/5, which is improper, and it becomes 1 3/5. Okay? Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator, and then fix it. If you have the fraction 1/2 times 4. 1/2 is already a fraction. Let's make the 4 a fraction. It becomes 4 over 1. 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. That is improper, but 4 over 2 changes to 2. I'm going to do a few more. 30 times 1/4. The fraction for 30 becomes 30 over 1 times 1 over 4. 30 times 1 is 30. 1 times 4 is 4. We have 30 over 4, which that is improper. It becomes 7 2/4 or 7 1/2. 14 times 3/8. 14 becomes 14 over 1. 3/8 stays the same. So we have 14 times 3. It's 52. 8 times 1 is 8. Now we're going to reduce that because it's improper. That would be 6 4/8, which becomes 6 1/2. One last one. 2/5 times 18. That's a fraction times a whole number. Let's make it both fractions. 2/5 times 18 over 1. 2 times 18 is 36. 5 times 1 is 5. Let's fix it. 36 over 5 becomes 7 1/5. This really reminds you and it relies upon the fact that when you have an improper fraction, like 9 over 7, the numerator is bigger than the denominator, you need to fix it. 1 2/7. Okay, something like that. So you are now learning to multiply fractions. When you multiply fractions, you take the numerator, in this case it would be x times x, y times y, and then fix it. So work on page 727 and 728. If you need to look back on 725 or 726, I did all those examples already. This is Miss Spafford saying, good luck. You can do it. Have a great day.